When it's time to come to the negotiation table, in a lot of global markets generally, the African market especially, the Malawian market specifically, is information asymmetry. What is information asymmetry? It occurs when there is an imbalance of information pertaining to a deal or a potential deal. So one party may have more information regarding the important factors and details of a deal than the other party. So let's say the buyers know more about a product or service than the seller does. But Isco, you ask me, how can a buyer know more than the seller of a product? I thought the seller has the product. Yes, they have the product, but they may not know the market. Let's say you are clearing out your closet, you're getting rid of all your old clothes. So you sell all your stuff online, item by item, right? And I see you are selling a vintage t-shirt for $5. And I know on the market that this is a classic vintage t-shirt and it's worth about $100. But you don't know that. And I go in and buy it at your price of $5 and resell it at $100. That is information asymmetry. Now the issue of information asymmetry becomes even more relevant when we're talking about your personal worth. I don't mean your value as a human being. Of course, you're very valuable and I love that you're tuned into this. But I mean your value in the market in which you operate. What does this include? The skills you've developed over the years, the achievements you've accumulated, and the associated, for lack of a better term, clout that has come with your brand image. What does all this have to do with Malawian artists? I'm getting to it, okay? Don't let these promoters jam you. Know your value. When you're a musical artist, one of the biggest opportunities for income is live performances. If you can perform live, that's going to become a major revenue stream for you. That being said, a lot of promoters are going to try to get you on the cheap, talking about, hey man, we don't have money, but we can pay you in exposure. You're gonna get a lot of exposure if you do this show. Yeah, man. If performers don't come and perform at your show, there's no reason for people to come to the show if you have no performers. So there has to be a bigger exchange of value than just exposure. Now the thing is, how do you do a fair appraisal of your value? Well, I don't have all the answers, but I can give you two examples. One is opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is the option foregone. So what you could have been doing instead of what you chose to do, right? Let me give you an example. If you are a songwriter and a producer, rather than taking a gig where they're not going to pay you, what you could do is produce a new song for somebody else or write a new song for somebody else and they will pay you. So that is your opportunity cost of doing the performance, being able to make some music for someone else and getting payment from that. Or we could talk about the promoter's return on investment on you. Let's say you know that you're going to bring at least 100 people to this show, 100 people who will pay 10,000 kwacha or $10. Let's just go with the kwacha example. You know guaranteed you're going to bring 100 people into the building, 10,000 kwacha each. That is 1 million kwacha that you could bring to that show. But of course, you can't charge the promoter 1 million kwacha because they need to also get a profit on that show, right? So let's say you know that your presence is going to bring at least 1 million kwacha. You could value yourself at, let's say, 700,000. That's fair because the promoter now gets 300,000 profit from your attendance at this show. Seems fair? No? So you could charge based on your opportunity cost. Hey man, you're asking me to perform for an hour. In an hour I can make 5 beats, sell 5 beats, that's 500,000 kwacha. Or hey man, if I come to your show, I know 100 of my people are coming, 10,000 each. Oh, 100 people, yeah, that's 1 million kwacha. So I'm charging you 700, 800,000. But you have to know what you are worth. Get familiar with yourself, bruh. Know your worth, show your worth. Don't accept anything less than that. I'll tell you right now, the last show I did it because, you know, these promoters, I wasn't happy with what they were offering me, so I just said, screw it, I'll put a show together myself. We put in about $1 million probably to put the show together. I put in personally 600,000. At the end of the show, our profit was 50%. I made 900,000, right? So put in 600, profit of 300,000. Of course, you're gonna have to know your market and know how many people are willing to come to your show and at what price point. So you're gonna have to get familiar with your own analytics. Yeah, man, that's all I have to say on this topic for now. Do the knowledge, know your worth. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to hit me in the comments below. Peace.